I'm live. Happy Winning Wednesday, you guys. Um, I'm here at a different time. I kind of wanted to see what my viewers were before I get a concrete time on my schedule when it comes to YouTube, because I am definitely new here. But before we get completely started, you know what I want you to do, right? Click the button, hit subscribe. Yep, make sure the bell is checked so that every time I put out new content, you guys can get a notification. So again, it is Winning Wednesday. It is not 12 o'clock yet. So I still made the cutoff time. But anywho, I'm new to YouTube. So my YouTubers, my subscribers that I already have, you are more than appreciated. I appreciate you guys so much for showing up. But not just showing up for me, showing up for you, because again, I show up for me, but also to give you guys something that you can go and win out there in this world with, right? Because we all need to be winning in some shape or form in our lives. No matter what we're doing, we should be winning at it. And even if no one else thinks you're winning at it, you should know that you are winning at something. So that also brings me to the title of this, right? It is Winning Wednesday, but I entitled this, Do You Believe Like You Want Them to Believe in You? Yeah, I yeah, I said that right. Do you believe in you the way you want them to believe in you? And whoever them are, whoever they are, when we start things, even if we're not doing anything, just us as a person, I get that most times, we want not necessarily confirmation, but we want someone to believe in us, right? And that, I'm not saying that it's not important, but we shouldn't let whether or not someone else believes in us determine if we believe that we can do something. And when I say that is because we should believe in ourselves first. Matter of fact, whenever we try something, whenever we go out there and figure we want to start a new project, we want to start our own business, we want to apply for a job, a certain job, or we want to just try something new. But most of the times we don't gain confidence. We don't feel real good about it until somebody else believes in us. Granted, you want somebody to believe, but ultimately you should believe in you. Because if you don't believe in you, why should they believe in you? And you should be the biggest believer when it comes to self. I get it. I get it. I'm the same way. And sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I kind of wonder, what am I doing? But the minute somebody else says, congratulations, or you did great, like stop, then immediately my excitement, just being thrilled, and I'm more confident in doing what I'm doing. However, I should be the first person to believe in me, especially if I'm starting a new project, especially if I'm doing something where it takes guts. It takes faith and belief. So the source that we should be getting that from, we should get excited when we realize that we can do something. When you have a certain amount of belief, it gives you comfort. It gives you a easiness that everything is going to work out no matter what it is when you truly believe. However, again, it's not until someone else gives us a clap or pats us on the back that we realize, hey, maybe I can do this thing. Maybe, maybe I am. And then we take a second look at ourselves. However, what if nobody believed in you? What if nobody never said congratulations? Nobody never shook your hand? Nobody clapped for you? Would you still believe in you? Would you still believe that you can do it? Whatever it is. And again, I say these things or I talk about these topics because it's been something that even I've experienced myself. And being as comfortable as I am in my own skin, there have been times where, even if I decided I wanted to, um, I always, had this thrill or this thought that, I love to drive, right? Driving for me is therapeutic. And so I remember years and years and years ago, I told my dad that he's a truck driver. He's been a truck driver for a long time now, since my son just turned 20 years old. So he's been a truck driver for 20 years or better, at least probably about 30 plus years. And so I remember I told him one time, I was like, Dad, I think I want to drive trucks. I think I just want to, get on the road and drive trucks, and I was excited about it again. I get in my car right now today and drive hours away because for me, when I'm in my car, I'm in my zone. Whether it's listening to whatever I'm listening to, my music, it's just thinking, it's thought time. And I love long country roads where I just can be one with nature, look at the scenery of okay, that's another topic for another day, but I'm just in tune with those things. And so driving is therapeutic for me. Did it start out that way? Maybe not. But as I got older, I kind of gained peace from driving in a sense. So anywho, I told my dad one time, I was like, I want to drive trucks. I think I really want to get on the road. I want to drive trucks, especially because I used to ride in the truck with him, when I was still at the end of middle school, the beginning of freshman in high school. And of course, some of the trips weren't fun. It was a little scary, especially if it was in the mountains and it happened to be storming. But anywho, I don't know, maybe something about doing that with him. I just told him I wanted to drive, right? So and I waited for his answer. He was like, I don't think you should be on the road. I don't, of course I'm his baby girl. So he just really, maybe it was his protection thing, but he was like, no, pumpkin. I just told you guys my nickname. He was like, no, pumpkin. He was like, I don't want you on those roads. I don't think you can handle those roads like that. So what did I do? Found something else that I wanted to do. And maybe it was because he didn't think that I could. Not that because my dad believes in me, but not that he didn't think that that was safe for me, right? He did that for a long time, so he just felt like it was not something for me. But however, had I believed in myself first, because I was old enough, I'm a mom at this point. I've been out of high school for years. But had I believed in myself, imagine what my life could have been, or what I could have done, or the amount of things I could have seen and traveled this world. I didn't believe in me. I thought I wanted to. I was excited about doing it. I was really excited, right? I put up, like, Dad, I think I can do this. Like, I really want to drive trucks. And at the time, of course, I always wanted to learn how to drive a stick. But by that time, when I said that, of course, they had automatic trucks. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is something that I can do. They have schooling for this. And my daddy was bringing home bucks. So, your girl always knew how to hustle and make it happen. So I figured, why not? Why not? My son's father was very, very active. We parented perfectly. So that wasn't an issue. But the biggest problem was it wasn't even that my dad didn't think. The biggest problem that I see with that situation now, today, now that I know what I know, is that I didn't believe in me. I was excited. I thought I could, but when it came to it, my belief in myself wasn't big enough. And when I went to him, I was eager. And it was like, for real, like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, Dad, I think I want to drive. I want to drive trucks. Like, and my thought process was too that I could experience the world more differently because even when I rode with him, again, I'm still a child and, it's kind of my first time on the road. And I was just experiencing things. And so the truck stops and all those things. But even being with him on the road, it was cool how they had their little signals, where they will let each other know, it's safe for you to go around or vice versa or talk to each other on the CB, right? You guys, I wanted to drive trucks so bad. Literally, that is still on my to-do list now. My goals of 2020. And if you don't have goals for 2020, put down some goals. That also goes with believing in yourself. What do you believe that you can accomplish? How much do you really believe in yourself? It's one thing to be excited and to tell yourself, hey, I can do something or I want to do something. It's another thing to actually believe that you can. Believe is a different thing. And I'll just, quick snippet. And I'm sitting here looking at this because I look at it. And if you don't have this audio, or in my organization, Dr. David Immunitiate, you guys hear me mention him a lot. Um, the title of this is, what is it? Conceive, believe, and you can achieve it. However, we believe in our favorite celebrity. We believe in you know our favorite celebrity sports person, or we believe sometimes even in the next person and what they're actually capable of. But when it comes to actually having belief in ourselves, we don't do that, which is the biggest reason in the yes, why we actually don't achieve a whole lot of things in life, because we wait on somebody else to believe in us. But what if that same belief that you were excited to get from somebody else, if my dad had said, "Yeah, you can do it," and I got you, I'm gonna help you get, I would have thought that I could have, probably fly at that moment. But when he said no, or when he said, "I don't think you should," I let it go. My excitement immediately went away. Why couldn't I have believed in myself enough to say, you know what, that conversation now today is different because I know now, and I've grown now in so many different ways. And when it comes to business, when it comes to personal um growth, the topic is different. The conversation is very different. Even going to my parents here recently and telling them about a big change that I wanted to make in my life, I just wanted to let them know. But I had already believed in myself. I had already felt like this is what I want to do. This is my life now. I can do whatever it is I put my mind to. I just said I have a 20-year-old son, and while I did have a lots of help, from his father, it ain't easy raising a youngin, especially when you're a youngin. And I did that, and I'm very proud of the job that I did because he's a very humble and very respectful, amazing young man. And I did that, and even when I left home, when it was time to leave home, it was time to leave home, and I took care of me and mines. I did that. And if you're a mom, if you're a parent, you know that that's not an easy job. It's still to this day is not an easy job, but it's something that I'm accomplishing every single day. I can do anything I put my mind to. Like, like you just saw Dr. David Immunitier, and if you haven't listened to that audio, if you don't have it, go get it. We conceive things, in our mind. We come up with things that we want to do or we feel like we can do, but we'll never get to achieving it if we don't have the middle portion, if we don't have the belief system. And it's not necessarily, even some of us, we get hand claps, we clap for everyone else or we wait for people to clap for us. But sometimes the person that should be cheering is you, and I get it. I've always, my sisters and brothers were always, either football players or basketball players, and we go to the games and they're the players, so they're actually just playing the game, right? They're doing it, they're in the game, so they're the player. But it's us who are in the stands and we're cheering and we're saying, yeah, 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 and I get it. And you got the whole cheerleaders to the side too, right? But what if you were your own cheerleader? How much could you accomplish then? How different would your life be? Because yes, granted, we want other people to believe in us. And hopefully whatever it is that you do it so that at some point you can give back to others or somebody else can see you and be inspired and be motivated, not, inspired. Um so you do want that, but ultimately, in order for you to actually achieve the things that you want to do, You have to believe in you. You have to start being the cheerleader in the stands. Them self talks. You have to talk to yourself a certain way. You have to walk a certain way. Have confidence in you because what if nobody else cheered? What if there were no cheerleaders? What if there wasn't even a stand for anybody to even watch? If you were just a player and you're out here doing something and it's something that you really want to do, would you not do it because there's nobody watching? Would you not do it because no one is clapping for you? Would you just put your entire life on hold because nobody else will believe in you? But you should believe in you. You should be clapping for you. And again, I've said these things to myself. Just tonight, I was talking to a leader on the phone, and it was something, humble, very humbled. But she was like, why don't you? Why don't you feel like you can? Why shouldn't you? You're right. That's all I could have said was a little pause, but it was like, you're absolutely right. Why can't I? It shouldn't be the fact that even sometimes when certain people are clapping for us and believing us, some of us too, some of us, there's a lot of applause and a lot of cheering and a lot of belief, out there. Somebody sees you. Keep that in mind too. I don't care what it is you're doing, what it is you're trying to accomplish in life. Somebody is watching. Somebody is always watching. But some of us, we don't hear it if it don't come from the a certain crowd. We won't believe if the right people don't believe in us or see us. They see you. Mhm. They see you. But seriously, what if? What if you woke up in the morning and you believe that you could do whatever it is that you could possibly put in your mind? Anything that you could possibly imagine. What if you were your biggest believer? What if you cheered the loudest? I get it. You're the player in this game called life. But what if you were also your own cheerleader? You wouldn't need any confirmations or you wouldn't need any acceptance or approvals from anyone. You just go out there, literally grab a life by the horns and get it done because you believe in you. Achieve whatever it is that you want to because you believe in you. So, you guys, that's just the tip that I wanted to give to make sure that we're always winning. Because if we thought of something, if it's something that we want to do, I don't care if it's, I want to, I want to say, which is one of my goals. Again, my 100 goals. I didn't look at my sheet tonight. I don't care if you want to say that your ABCs from the middle to the outside. I don't know, in a whole different other language. Like if that's what you actually thought about, if achieve it. If you believe in yourself, if you believe in yourself, if you truly, honestly believe in yourself, the game will change. Mhm. Scoreboard wouldn't even matter because here and here, you've already won. The championship is already yours when you truly believe in yourself. So, that idea that you had that you thought was crazy, but you secretly wanted to tell somebody and waited for their eyes to light up and get excited. Or that dream that you had, or you sat and you imagined something, but you were waiting to see if somebody else was doing the same thing or what I'm gonna say is just do it. Uh, go for it. But don't just go for it. Like believe that you can do it. You can. Who's stopping you? Remember, you are the star player in this thing called your life. Why not be your own cheerleader? Why not believe in you? You want the championship? Or you want it to be in the hands of someone else? Because we do know sometimes when we leave that up to someone else, might be a little biased. What if, what if you believed in you the way you want them to believe in you? Clap for yourself. And here's a public, open wide. I am patting. This is the crowd that I always, want to hear. I'm the first one in the stands clapping for myself because I know that greatness is here. I know that greatness is coming because it's what I want. So if I want somebody else to see me, if I want somebody else to cheer for me, I need to see me. And boo, I see you. So again, you guys, it is Winning Wednesday. Don't want to stay here long. Just wanted to make sure I get this message out. Hopefully, maybe some of you out won't see it. I think it's 12 o'clock, so it may be Thursday. However, it is Winning Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thankful Thursday, so I'll see what maybe I can come back and give you guys on a Thursday. I don't know, but the goal here is to believe in you. I believe in you, but do you believe in you? Nice question. So again, you guys, until next time, be blessed.